So we're just curious because
Yeah.
you didn't get to meet Brent before, but
No.
we met at the fair. I don't know if you
We
remember
did.
that because we had the Brookie Monster.
Oh, you think I don't remember that?
I don't know.
That was my first of all, I'd been in Texas, I don't know, 2 minutes.
Yeah,
Like literally started the
yeah.
job in May.
Right.
Went to the you have no idea. Like I picked out a whole outfit. Like I was like they were like you're going to the state fair, you're going to field anchor from the state fair, and I was like, bet. What am I wearing? Like I made it a whole thing.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
wow.
So then they're like, all right, you're going to go and you're going to eat. I'm like, I'm going to eat at the Texas. I'm like, bro, this is my job.
Oh my.
So he pulls up with a Brookie Monster.
Yes, he did.
And then I think I had a sausage from you guys.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I was eating
we brought
the whole
turkey
day.
leg. We
Yeah,
brought
that's
you
what it
turkey
was.
leg. Yeah.
Delicious,
I was
by the
so
way.
hurt. I was stuck in traffic. I didn't get to meet you.
Oh, honey, you missed it. It was a time.
No, it was
Oh,
great.
I saw I was watching it like live on my phone. I was like, oh man,
It was fun.
he got to meet Nicole.
He was like that, though.
MB and the Big D. That's what I told him when I was moving here.
I love it.
Wow.
I'm Brett Reeves.
And I'm Juan Reeves.
We're second-generation restaurant owners carrying on our father's legacy.
We've been on a number of TV shows from Good Morning America to Guy's Grocery Games.
And now we're starting our own podcast.
Some people say that he's a handsome guy, even so much so he's pretty.
This dude is definitely funny.
Together, that makes us pretty funny.
All right, y'all. It is the Pretty Funny podcast. We're back in the house. One, we have.
Oh,
I want to tell you.
we're upping our game, bro.
I want to tell you
We are upping our game.
what has now changed the game for the Pretty Funny podcast.
Because we got some competition on the
There's
pretty
no
side.
competition. Let me tell you. I want y'all to know right now. There is no competition. There
You
is.
guys are
There
so
is.
silly.
No,
no
seriously,
competition.
you're right. You're second.
Totally. So I'm
It's a
eighth.
distant second.
I'm eighth
No, it's a
at
distant
best.
second. It's like one person finished the marathon in
Right.
3 hours, and then
Right.
the next one came in like 6.
Right.
It's a distant second.
I totally agree. Who are we talking to today?
we got a special guest.
Oh, my
Emmy nominated, evening anchor here in Dallas.
Yes.
5, 6, and 10 on CBS 11.
Mm-hmm.
She came here. She's only been here since May, and she's already taken the town by storm.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
And because she came from Baltimore. She was there for almost 4 years.
But she had that East Coast swag.
And now she's got some Southern roots, so
Okay,
she's
okay.
come to bring the whole thing to Dallas.
Okay.
So we are very excited to welcome to the Pretty Funny podcast, Miss Nicole Baker.
Yes.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, Nicole.
Thanks for having me.
Well, thanks
What
for
an
being
intro.
here. Well, hey.
I mean, I can just like leave now, right?
No.
That was really good.
Oh,
well,
man.
we got him hyped up. We got to deliver now, but we're not worried about that. So just we got to knock this out real quick
Okay.
because, here's my thing. You're a Philly fan.
Right.
Yeah, yes.
I lived in New York when I was in college and then a little bit after college.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, I didn't stop being a Cowboy fan. So I do respect people that are fans from where they're from.
Yes.
Even, we might be rivals or whatever, but you should be a fan of Philly. You grew up there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We grew up here. We're Dallas fans. Now, it's the clowns around here that are like, I'm a San Francisco fan, and they've never
I met one
left.
today.
Yeah, and but have they left the state? Some of these people have never been there. There's no reason. I have a problem with that.
I literally pulled up. Well, first of all, you have to be loyal to the soil, right? Like, I'm a Philly girl. It's Philly no matter what, right?
Right, that's who
like
you
Philly
are.
versus everybody.
Absolutely.
But it's funny because as a journalist, you move around
Mm-hmm.
and like you have to be engaged with the city
Yep.
that you are in. So like when I lived in Wisconsin, okay, yes, I rooted on the Packers for like one game, but that was because I had to, and I covered the game,
That was
which they
Oh,
were
wow.
playing against the Eagles.
Oh,
It was horrible.
your
I
program
think
director
we
did that
won.
on purpose.
Oh yeah, it was so petty.
Oh my.
And then
goodness.
when I was in Atlanta and also dating a guy from Atlanta, I was a Falcons fan.
Okay.
Okay,
Makes
that
sense.
lasted for 2 seconds because after they blew that lead in the Super Bowl, like there's no redemption for me. I take my sports seriously,
Yes,
and if
ma'am.
I support you, like I'm sorry, I don't stand behind you.
Yes,
Sorry,
ma'am.
bye.
Yeah.
No. So the only
I like
will
her
tell
already.
you,
Yeah.
I
You
will
can
tell
respect
you,
that.
Yeah.
Ravens fan base, that was different because I actually fell in love with the team. Like I did a lot of work with the team. I respect and love the heck out of Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I was there for that transition,
Right.
right?
Oh, wow.
From
Yeah.
Flacco to Jackson. So
Yeah.
Flacco. I always used to say that wrong on air, and they'd be like, "That's not his name," and I'd be like, "Okay, well, y'all know who I'm talking about."
There you go.
We're good with
You're
whatever.
in Dallas. You're in Dallas.
Yeah, we don't care.
He's not
Oh,
relevant
we
here.
don't care. So yeah, I pulled up. And my boss was like, I need you to act like you know you're in Dallas. And I was like, ma'am.
Wait a minute.
I was like, ma'am, I'm an Eagles fan. She was like,
Uh-oh.
Like, she was like, and she told me, because we go to the games to support. And she was like, if you come to this Eagles-Cowboy matchup,
Uh-oh.
and you are rooting for the Eagles, like you will not be permitted. And I was like,
Oh.
come on, bro. It was killing me.
That's rough.
It was killing me. But I will say, I'm in the city. I respect the team.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You guys went far.
Yeah.
You know how I said we and then I said you guys.
Yeah.
Like,
it
it's like
is,
when you
man.
break up.
No, it's okay.
We went
We
far
and
until
you-
you stopped
you
going,
know what I'm
and
saying?
then we
and then
went
we
farther. We went further.
Yeah, y'all was okay, and then y'all messed up.
Yeah.
But yeah,
we
no,
did.
We just went on ahead and just.
just
We laid an egg.
folded a little bit,
Still
but
an
it's okay.
open wound. Still
She
an
said.
open
She
wound.
said we folded.
We folded.
Well,
And
because
she's so right.
there's
Oh,
a
well,
difference
I mean, I can't
between
argue.
losing and folding,
Yeah. No, you're right.
right?
No, you're right.
Dr.
Thank
Dave,
you.
did you know this was going to go this direction?
I did not, but I'm here for it.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
we can't even let him talk.
We-
about it.
Okay, okay.
No,
let me
He'll get us-
calm down.
No, you're fine. He'll get us canceled.
I will not. I will do no
Dave.
such
You will,
thing.
because what I will say about what you're going to say is what's going to cause us to have a problem.
I love it.
Uh-oh. Okay.
So,
I love it.
So you started off though. So we got
Okay.
the sports thing,
right,
Yeah.
right.
but the fair was your first
Oh my God.
real introduction to Dallas.
Yeah.
What was that like?
It was amazing. Like, first of all, we pulled up in our little golf cart. Like, I was warned, like, this is a thing.
Yes.
But I was not prepared.
Yes.
Like, when I got there, I was like, my mouth was open. I think I was like a kid in a candy store.
Yeah.
First of all, the people were amazing. The food was incredible. And then that was the first time I got to, like, really be out and, like, meet the
People?
viewers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
And
wow.
people were so, like, warm and complimentary. Like, I didn't know. I don't ever walk into a building and expect someone to know who I am. That's
Right.
just not how I
Right.
carry myself. That's not who I am.
Yeah.
But it was so, like, comforting
Mm-hmm.
to walk into the state fair and have people be like, oh my God, Nicole from Channel 11. I'm like, you remember my name? Like, because it takes a while to
Yeah.
break through in a new market. And Dallas is a huge market. I was in market 26 in Baltimore, worked to earn their love and respect. And I didn't expect it to happen as quickly as it did coming here. So that was like my first, like, oh my God, people are watching and they are like
there.
paying attention.
They're watching.
Yeah.
They're watching. How did that feel to get because the fair is like, that's a whole nother level of welcoming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you start to see, you're on the air every day. It's a job,
Yeah.
right? So I think at some point you probably just go, you work. You don't realize how many people you're really impacting.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, we do this job for the impact, not of ourselves,
Sure.
but
Right.
of the work that we're putting out. So
Right.
for someone to be like, I watch you on Channel 11, like, that's different than being like, oh, I saw a story you did.
Right.
Like, the compliments or the feedback that I'm getting is like more about me.
Yeah.
And that is shocking because
Really? Why?
yeah, because I go to work. Like, my dad always taught me, you perfect and hone your craft, you be kind, you work hard, and the rest takes care of itself. So, like, I don't go around thinking people are going to know me. Like, that's just not my thing. I know
Yeah.
that sounds weird, but it's just not how I move in this industry.
See, this is the thing. This is the very reason why they are connecting with you.
Absolutely.
You are absolutely genuine. And people feel that through the camera. And when
Yeah.
you do that in an area like Dallas, where people like feel that and they
Yeah.
feel that warmth, and then you're just a cherry on top when they come to the fair, and you're out there eating, you're with the people, and it's like, oh my God, she is like what I see on TV.
Yep.
That was one of the biggest compliments I got from one of my coworkers, Jack Fink. Shout out to Jack Fink. He's
All
our
right.
political reporter. And he was like, and this was like, I don't know, a month of me being here. And he was like, someone came up to me, told me how much they loved you. And I told them she is exactly that way
Yep.
as she is on TV behind the scenes. And I guess it's, that's a good thing. Like, I keep it real. Like, I'm an honest person almost to a fault. And sometimes I overshare because I'm so honest. So let me watch what I'm saying on here. But no, like, I think that's how you have to be. You have to move in the world and carry yourself in a way where you only get to be you.
Right.
So why not figure out who you are
Right.
and put the best version of that out into the world for everybody
Wow.
else?
So how did you get that? I mean, where did you get that from? Was that like family or like Where did you get that from?
I don't know. I think I'm the best of both worlds, right? Because my dad's from Philly, carried on a family business for many years there. My mom is from Atlanta, outside of Atlanta. So I feel like I have, like I tell people I have like the attitude of a northerner, especially when you piss me off. But I have the soul of the South. And so I have that balance, I guess, of just being able to connect with people. I've always been really good at like talking to people and getting people to open up.
Right.
Not always on purpose because I'm like, why are you telling me your business? But
that's something you guys share. He's
but
one of those.
Is it? Yeah. Like you can relate. Like sometimes you just find an opening with someone, and I think it's just whatever level of relatability or like I think if you carry yourself to the 100th power of who you are,
right,
you invite everyone around you to do the exact same thing.
Right.
Totally.
And then if you do that together, you're making magic no matter what you're doing, whether it's frying up some good old Brookie Monster deep fried cookie, whatever I ate at the fair, turkey leg, or giving the news to the people in the metro every day. You have to show up 100% of who you are. Man. So that's just what I do. I don't know the formula, but I know you guys are about ingredients.
You do know the formula. She knows the formula.
She just gave you the formula.
Is that the
She
formula?
just gave you the formula.
Keep it 100.
Keep it at 100.
Oh man!
Yeah.
But I will say this, I was probably in you guys' presence for like, I watched you guys on the show.
Yeah.
And then I came on, and I told him the same thing. I was like, she's gonna do well here.
No, listen, like literally.
That's wild.
No, it's okay. Listen, we connect with a lot of different news media outlets, and we connect with a lot of people. So we see a lot of people who come and go. We see that often, right?
And we're kind of like buffs of just media, and we've watched a lot of stars and interviewers and broadcasters.
Yeah.
So we kind of have a sense about these things, I guess.
Literally 10 minutes after the interview, I called him and was like, man, y'all still interviewing? He's like, it's over already. I was like, yeah, that's what I thought. I thought I saw it on the phone.
Yeah, it was quick.
It was real quick. And then he was like, say, man, Nicole's going to make it. He was like, bruh. He's like, bruh, this girl's the real deal.
Yep.
And I was like, man, now I'm real mad because I'm still on my way.
That's right.
I'm like,
Well,
so we don't get out to Channel 11 as much.
No.
Yeah.
You guys are a little.
Well, and I think our structure is different. We really focus on news.
Right.
And so there are some spaces for like live interviews and food segments.
Fun
and
stuff,
Yeah, but our brand traditionally, CBS, has always been
hardcore news. Yeah.
Right.
So we make room for it. Like I pushed for like a trending segment at our station in Baltimore. And it changed the whole dynamic of like how we approach good stories and like uplifting news. And I think it's important. I tell people like a viewer wants their vegetables and dessert, right?
Yep.
Like you guys want to know what's going on and what affects you, but like you guys want to laugh and have fun with us too.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So I take pride. Those are the stories I like to tell. The good news stories, or like the people you didn't know existed stories, you know?
Yeah. That's why it's working.
That's exactly.
Well, I appreciate that. I really do.
So we're trying to figure out. So you're obviously you're close to your family. You just shared about your parents, and you've got 2 younger brothers.
Yes.
What's been the big adjustment coming to Dallas?
Oh,
because I mean,
let me tell y'all.
See, I know this is gonna be
number one, and I learned this like I moved to the city on a Monday. I started work on a Wednesday.
Oh wow!
In the 2 days of me driving on the roads that I have to pay for, first of all, to drive on. Let's start with that.
That's a tough one.
I'm like, y'all can't even drive.
Oh no.
Well, no, that's
it's a collective challenge.
Yeah.
So I got here. I'm like, okay, I'm back in Atlanta basically because nobody can drive in Atlanta either.
No, I just got back from Atlanta.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
right. So you know.
Yeah, not at all.
But I think the biggest change has just been the culture, right? And what I mean by that is coming from Baltimore and being able to let my hair down in a way that is an acquired, I think, taste in Dallas.
Yes.
I think people have to get to know you before they're like ready to like have fun with you.
Yep.
And I'm the girl that's on air like Kiki in day one, and I'm like, okay, wait, they need to know I'm smart. They need to know that I know what I'm talking about. Like I need to lend credibility to what I'm doing before I can show my personality.
Right.
And so I'll admittedly say like the first few, I think, month or so on air, like I was very reserved in my personality just because I was trying to figure it out.
Right.
Okay, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
because I feel like in the last maybe couple of months, there's just even more presence and personality.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Which is like,
I think your social media persona is coming through a little bit more on the TV.
Yes.
Because your social media game, I'm just let you know.
It's going hard.
Social media game.
Thank you.
So Dr. Date is not only the producer, he also is over all of our social media.
Oh.
And so
I need to talk to you.
Hey, he's a bad man. I'm gonna just tell you. And Dr. Date, what'd you think?
Oh, it's up there.
It's up. I love it.
Oh, it's great. And I think obviously you can do whatever you want on your own social media.
Yeah.
Within reason. And you show your personality and the fun side and then it's really shining through. And so it's like, ooh, she's cool like that. For real.
Oh,
I
yeah.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That's my goal. And sometimes it's really hard to like get people to like I want people to know me.
Right.
And I think just coming in from a different, and also I'd been in Baltimore 3.5 years.
Okay.
They knew me.
Yeah.
They loved me.
Yeah.
Right.
So coming from that too, like you're starting all over.
Yep.
And you really want people to like see your heart. Like that's more important for me. Like if you watch one of my stories, great.
Yeah.
Because that means that you are supporting the product. But if you connect to me as a person, it's going to mean so much more to me that you watched my story and that you connect to the product, right?
Oh, yeah.
So that was the biggest adjustment. It was just like, okay, I can maybe say this, but I can't say that. Or I can do it, but like let's establish my chops as a journalist first.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's how I had to approach it.
I think that's smart.
No, it makes
Yeah.
It's a new
perfect sense.
market, and that makes total sense.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They're like, who is this girl? And I had to like get. It's like dating, but one way, right?
Right.
Like
Right.
I'm the only one showing up.
Right.
I mean, you guys are showing up. I can't see y'all.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm showing up every day,
Right.
100% in,
Right.
right? Proving myself day in and day out.
That was okay. We've got to figure out how to clip what she just said
Yeah.
because that is powerful.
No, it's useful.
Just the whole idea that you're on the opposite side. You have no idea.
You're not getting
can't
feedback.
see any
There's no immediate feedback.
No.
It's
Yeah.
not like you're a preacher and you see everybody's like, oh yeah,
Exactly.
Nicole! You know, it's like you can't.
What kind of preacher? What preacher is
Hallelujah.
getting that? Like,
Thank you, Jesus.
Glory.
No, you can't. I mean, you can't. You get no like.
I'm not getting out at that.
We're in barbecue business, so people we watch
We
you
can-
bite
yeah,
a
we can-
rib and go, oh
Yeah.
Yeah.
my
We
God.
can
It's
walk
instant
through- We can
gratification.
walk through the restaurant and go, "How's your lunch going?"
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
You
so-
probably have to wait a week and see the reports
Yeah.
and see
Ratings
what the
and-
ratings are. Yeah.
You've literally have to take the temperature of whatever feedback you're getting on social media. And like, I'm happy to say my first couple weeks on air, I was getting emails from people like, oh my God, welcome.
Yeah.
You know, you're fitting in. We love you.
Yeah.
But of course, there's a flip side to everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure there were some people that were just like, this is new for us. We don't know her.
Yep.
You know, no one had ever said anything negative to me. But to your point, like, there's no way of me knowing
right.
how anyone is feeling.
Right.
And then when I started getting more notes and more interaction on social media, it was like, oh, okay. Like, they know.
This is working.
Yeah, like, okay, they're watching. Okay. They're complimenting me. Okay, they like me. Oh, okay. And then it just feels like you've like opened a door
Right.
to just having people understand you as a person,
Wow.
right? Because
Wow.
at the end of the day, we have a lot of channel changers in the metro. Like,
Oh yeah.
there's some stations that have like a loyal following, but a lot of us, you know, there's room. It's up for grabs, right? So my job every day is to make sure that no matter who is watching, that they feel like they can trust me,
Right.
that they know me a little bit, and that I want them to walk away having either learned something or laughing. Like that. Those are my two goals. Let's have fun and let's learn, right?
Absolutely.
It's kind of like us.
Absolutely.
We want you to walk away full and laughing.
Yeah, yeah,
right.
exactly.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
And and just with you, you know, I think it's interesting the combination she said from Atlanta and then Baltimore, right?
Uh-huh.
And there's there's that genuine confidence.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And which is really different. And it's funny, you know, just getting back from Atlanta, it's funny the mindset of people in Atlanta is completely different than the mindset of people in Dallas.
Absolutely.
It's just different.
Yeah.
And I think what positions you well is that that genuine confidence, right? And that genuine confidence is what makes people feel you automatically take away any idea of cocky or conceited. That's gone. You don't have it.
There's a difference.
You don't have it.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Because that's never who I want to be.
You can't feel it. You feel just that genuine confidence, and that's going to impact people all across that screen.
Absolutely. No,
all
I
across the
100%
screen.
agree.
Right?
Absolutely.
Man.
I love that. That's my goal. I just want to inspire whoever
Right.
to do whatever they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
It may not be news. It may not be entertainment. It may be something else.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm showing up as my true self, I hope that that's inspiring someone else to show up as their true self.
Okay.
And be happy.
So you saying that as a black woman,
Yes.
okay,
Yes.
coming into
Fifth largest market.
Fifth largest market. I'm so much younger than a lot of my counterparts.
You know that was
Absolutely.
so
already
that was
part
a
of the-
challenge.
see?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you realize there are, in the 4 major stations, they all have a black anchor.
Yes.
3 of them are female.
Yes.
What is that like? How
Yes.
do you feel any like responsibility, or I don't know how it was in Baltimore, but that's
So in Baltimore, I was actually the first black anchor since Oprah. That was like on a main show because
Are
that
you
was where
talking about-
Oprah.
hold on,
Wait,
Flex.
Can we give some round of applause for that?
Hold on a second.
I mean-
let me clarify that. So you're saying
I got
Oprah,
goosebumps. You done gave me the chills.
Since
Oh,
that pastor coming back out, ain't it?
he's always there.
I love it. I love it. Bishop Brent.
hey.
Bishop Pretty Brent.
Yeah, that's gonna stick.
Yeah. So
Oh,
yeah,
no.
we got to keep that
No.
right.
Bishop
I think
Brent.
so. Bishop Brent. I think I like
Hashtag
it.
I like it all the way.
So here's the deal. Oprah got her start before Chicago.
Right.
Before she blew up, she was at Jay-Z. And that's actually where she and Gayle King met and became best friends.
Wow, okay.
A little bit of history for you.
There you
Yes,
go.
yes.
Look at that, breaking the little
Yes,
knowledge.
yes. WJZ legacy station in Baltimore. Produced some amazing journalists.
But they hadn't had another black female
not
Anchor?
in a
on a prime.
main prime time
Wow.
role. I mean, we had a black woman who was a weekend anchor.
Okay.
But in terms of like those main shows,
Right.
no. And it's funny because I went there. God has driven me to every place that I have ended up in this business.
Wow.
I did not even want to be on TV. I started as a writer.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And then I did an internship with my uncle who was big guy in radio, rest
Yep.
in peace.
Mm-hmm.
E. Stephen Collins in Philly. He was like, you need to be on TV. I was like, no, I just want to be on radio and write. And he's like, no, you need to be on TV. So he was like,
Wisdom.
Yeah. He's the reason I got into TV. I would not have pursued it otherwise. Like I didn't even have the vantage point of knowing like
Right.
your writing can translate into TV writing. Like I wasn't thinking that.
Wow.
Anyway, fast forward. First job out of Spelman, I went to Rhinelander, Wisconsin. So you want to talk about being a black woman in this business.
Wow.
I was like one of literally 2 black people in the town. And the other black girl was actually adopted by she had a white mother and father.
Oh my.
And we're talking about a very small town, like 5,000 was the population.
Wow.
I still talk to my boss. I have a call with him today.
Oh wow.
We still talk. Anyway, so going from Atlanta at 22,
Culture shock.
yeah,
Oh my.
to northern
God.
Wisconsin where they're like, yeah, we're going to get like 10 feet of snow and you need to, I mean, I walked outside one day, my eyelashes froze. I said, this is enough for me.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
I'm done
Oh
here.
no. Oh no.
But God put me everywhere I was supposed to be. I left Wisconsin, went to Savannah,
Okay.
was a morning anchor Monday through Friday in Savannah,
Mm-hmm.
went from Savannah to Baltimore, Baltimore to Dallas. Now, in every role that I was in, it was either only me or very few other, forget about another black woman, another black person.
Oh wow.
It was me and one other black reporter at the station in Wisconsin.
That's not surprising.
That's not surprising, but it
But
also shouldn't.
The Baltimore is though.
The Baltimore, for anchors, yes. That was surprising for me, and I think that was part of the reason why they brought me on is because they were like, listen, we really want our anchor team and our journalists to reflect our community.
Yeah.
Right.
And so I did not take that lightly at all. I started as a morning anchor, and within 6 months, I was the 5 p.m. anchor. And then I launched a 7 p.m. newscast in Baltimore. So Baltimore's always going to be like a special place in my heart because that's where I really grew up.
Absolutely.
Like I grew up as a woman. I grew up as a journalist. Like my boss is there who hired me and really taught me how to grow my skills. Like I will love them forever.
Wow.
So yeah, but being a young Black woman and coming from, you know, a different demographic in Baltimore, to 5th largest market, traditionally more conservative.
Absolutely.
That was a challenge.
Which is, but isn't it interesting though? Because you think of Baltimore, you think of the Northeast a little bit more. I hate getting into the words liberal and conservative.
Yeah, me too.
Right,
yeah.
Because they mean totally different words than
Absolutely.
they meant when I was growing up.
Yes.
Right.
But just a little bit more. It's a different vibe.
It's relaxed. It's more relaxed.
But you know what's interesting? In our lifetime, there's always been a Black female anchor in this market.
Wow.
Oh,
For
yeah.
our whole lifetime. So Clarice Tinsley is over at Fox.
Yes.
At Fox 4. That was actually the CBS affiliate when we were growing up.
Yes, I heard.
And then there was Iola Johnson who came before her. She was on Channel 8. And so the two of them were in the market. Clarice has been in the market our whole lifetime.
Oh, absolutely.
And then
Legends, yeah.
now you guys are coming in, this new crop of folks. So it's interesting that you think of the South as being a little behind, but on that side of we have got Hispanic, Black, we've got everybody. It really is more of a reflection of the culture than you would expect.
And that's something that my boss takes so seriously. I mean, she's a Latino woman who is running our station. And that was one of her priorities, was really ensuring that the journalists who are out in all of these communities are connecting to people there. Like, how can we be the voice of your community or to highlight your voices and we don't understand what's happening in these communities, right? Like, there has to be some level of relatability and understanding about the context that we are reporting around and the stories we're telling. And that was a priority for our new manager. So here I am.
There you go. Well, we applaud that because I think it's...
Yeah. I mean, I think one of the things I was wondering is, I'm just curious because you have such a strong presence on social media, right? So, and definitely, you know, magnetic personality, you know, are you getting people like, are there a lot of young women that are sending you DMs, sending you emails, sending you letters to the station? Just tell us about that, and then kind of how that feels to be able to know that the representation is making a true impact.
I will say, whenever someone reaches out to me for advice, can you look at my tape? Hey, I got this job. Like, what do you think? Like, I always do my best to respond because I remember being that young girl, and I remember wanting someone who I felt like had made it to like help me, right? Wow. And one of those people is Jovita Moore, who passed away a couple years ago from a brain tumor unexpectedly. But I would DM her and message her and just be like, because I interned at WSB in Atlanta where she worked.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And to your point about Black women and representation, you know, Monica Kaufman was the big dog in Atlanta. And so I knew, I would watch Monica, like, in summers in Atlanta and, like, when I was in Spelman and stuff. And then Jovita came on and she became Monica. Like, Monica retired, she became Monica. And I just would watch her and I would talk to her. And I just always remember feeling like I never want to be the person that someone reaches out to and I feel like, oh, I can't help you because there's not enough room. Or, like, you'd be surprised at how many people are not helped because of ego and pride. You would be surprised at how it's hurting everyone. To keep it to yourself.
Absolutely.
Share it.
Yeah.
Right?
We're into a similar situation in the restaurant industry.
Yeah.
I mean, we talk about it a lot that they're family-owned businesses, and you're like worried about, our dad was so good about helping other people get started, and we try to do our best. If someone says, "Hey, we've got a meeting next week with one of the guys that was brand new at the fair last year," and he was like, "Hey, I got some questions," and he's in the barbecue business, but it's like we're not. There's enough people out there. We can all do our job well.
You can feed everyone.
Feed everyone, right?
Yeah.
We won't even be able to feed everyone.
Yeah.
So it's like we're like, if there's something we can share or somewhere we can help, that's our responsibility.
Yeah.
And it's not just an opportunity; it's a responsibility. And I think
is.
the fact that you said that you remember being that young girl that was thinking about it,
and like
powerful.
nervous to email, like, oh my God, they're gonna think I'm crazy. Or like, I remember Chanel Jones. Shout out to Chanel.
Yeah.
She's on the Today Show. I know her because of my Uncle E, who got me, who was the one like go into TV, and she was reviewing one of my tapes for me once when I was working in Wisconsin. And I like was so scared to like double text her. Like I had another question and I was like, oh my
I
God.
already sent the one.
I was like, yes. I was like sweating. I was like, yo, if I double text this woman I'm like, she's on the Today Show. She has no time for my text. Like,
Right.
This is so stupid. And then I did it and I was like, oh my God. Like I turned my phone off. I was like, oh my God, she's going to think I'm a nut. But like, just remember being that girl who just wanted someone to like help them or guide them or whatever. Like, yeah, it feels amazing to be able to have the wisdom. I mean, some lessons in this business are hard lessons. I'm not going to lie.
Absolutely.
So to be able to share with someone else so that they can glean what they can glean on their path, like I'm always going to do that. 100%.
That's awesome.
Hey, we gotta give it up for that, man. We gotta give it up. We gotta give it up for that.
Shout out to my mom and dad.
All right.
That's how I was raised. Help other people.
There you go.
Atlanta,
Yeah.
Baltimore.
Yeah, that's right.
Shout out.
Atlanta, Philly, Baltimore. It's
Atlanta,
like all
Philly.
my personalities.
There it is. So what about your brothers? What's
They're
it like to have a
amazing.
famous sister?
Oh my God, I'm
Oh
not
no!
famous.
Oh no! That's
No, you
that's
are.
true. Yeah.
I'm
But
not.
you're-
You might as well own it.
I
yeah.
mean,
yeah.
I'll say recognizable sister.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay,
How's
that's
that?
better. I like that better.
So what's that like? Are like all their friends like trying to meet you?
It's
or-
so funny because like so I've got 2 babies. They're my babies because me and the baby are 14 years apart. He's not a baby. He's going to Morehouse in the fall.
Okay.
But me and the middle baby are 7 years apart. So we're all 7 years apart.
That's us.
Is that y'all? Okay,
seven.
so you get it.
Yeah.
So I'm like their second mom. But it's cool because as I've gotten older, I feel like we're now like more like siblings.
Oh yeah.
And so like my
Nice.
baby brother would be like, yo, can you write on my Instagram real quick so they can see that verified? I'm like, I got you, bro.
Yeah.
You can post this for me. I'm like, yes, of
got
course. Are you
you.
kidding me?
Oh,
My
that's
middle
so
brother,
cool.
though, he's a Cancer. He doesn't care about any of that stuff. But like, he's super proud of me. Like
Yeah,
he'll
that's
be like I told him, I did an interview for Black History Month. I've been going hard for Black History Month.
Yeah,
stories.
I've seen those. Those are awesome.
Yeah, thank you. So we just wrapped up with Gerald Alley, who has literally built probably at least one thing you've walked into in Texas.
Yes, yeah.
Texas Live, Globe Life Field, Dallas Convention Center, etc. I was interviewing. Her name is Tiffany. I'll just say Tiffany, Special Agent Tiffany,
Okay.
with the FBI. She was the first. You'll see the story on next Tuesday.
Okay.
She was the first Black woman in the agency to become a certified bomb technician, and she's in our Dallas office.
Oh wow.
Isn't that wild?
That's
Man.
very wild.
So like, I'll mess with Jordan. Jordan's the middle one. I'll mess with Jordan and be like, yo, I'm sitting in the FBI Dallas office. I was like, if they ask you something, you know nothing.
Oh no.
And he was like, what are you He's like, what are you talking about? And then I text him later. I'm like, it was just for an interview.
Golly.
That's something I would do.
that's
That's
how I
something
cheat.
you would do.
Yeah, for sure. Are you kidding?
Golly.
But I love them so much. I would scorch this earth for my brothers. So
Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I don't play about my boys.
Oh man. He just scorches me. Just
Well, he's
on
supposed
a-
to.
he
No.
is
It's supposed to be like
on a
that.
weekly basis.
So here's the thing, though.
Weekly, you get off easy.
I'm outside of your wife. I'm your number one hype man.
right.
There you go.
Right.
So
True.
Right.
I just take a few
True
jabs
story.
every now and
True
then.
story.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's my job.
Yes, exactly. I'm the older sister. That's what I'm supposed to do.
Okay. Listen. Because she talked about the East Coast and all this stuff. So
Uh-oh. I'm scared.
this is because this is the researcher. One.
Okay.
So
Let me fact check.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. We hear that you absolutely hate The Wire.
Now, who told you that? Now you about to make me forget where I was.
Well, that was the point because I read that you said The Wire is the best TV show ever. Period.
Yes.
Yeah.
Period.
Who wants to argue?
Uh-oh.
There's
And
no-
if you want to argue,
Uh-oh.
let me see your 3-tiered facts.
Oh.
Because it's The Wire.
Look.
It's The Wire.
Right.
It's The Sopranos.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me some other ones. Those are canonical pieces of cinematography that we will not disrespect on this podcast.
I totally understand.
I was an English
She went to
major.
Spelman.
I was an English major.
Spelman.
Hey, listen, I cannot compete with that.
Okay.
Let me now.
Ever. It's the best
Ever?
show.
Does it hold
Show
up?
me, yes. Show me another.
Okay.
Show me another series. Forget anything else.
So-
Show me another series with more thorough characters,
Right.
in a more honest, real context.
Yeah.
If you go and watch season 3, episode 4 of The Wire,
Yeah.
you will go down in West Baltimore today
Right.
and see what they are talking about. It holds up. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
It is timeless.
It's the realest.
It's untouchable.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
What do you want to tell me?
What about This Is Us?
Oh, come on.
Are you kidding?
Listen.
This Is Us.
First of all, I should sue them for emotional manipulation.
Hey,
because the way I was bawling on that TV show makes no sense.
Yes, ma'am. It is.
It was ridiculous.
Free therapy.
It was.
It's
it was.
free therapy.
It was. But if we are talking about stories that are being told in a way that affects the culture, it's The Wire.
And then that's what Sexy Ramon said. Sexy Ramon.
He did.
I'm on his side.
Sexy Ramon is in control of all camera, and he's a bad man, but he already was arguing all these same points about The Wire.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I could give you an in-depth character analysis on everybody. And I promise you will know somebody in your life right now that's like, oh yeah, that's that person.
Can I just share one sad note?
Right.
Oh God.
I've never seen The Wire.
What? Bye. I gotta go. The news station. I got breaking news.
I was really.
I'm really disappointed in you.
Here, I accept all the. Here's the thing, when The Wire was popular,
Right.
I was in a different space in my life with with the kids and all that, and I never watched it. So now
HBO Max, bro.
I've got it. I just haven't made the time because everybody keeps telling me how great it is, and then that's why my question was the one question I asked: does it hold up?
Yes.
So as you said,
I
it holds
promise
up,
you.
the next time I see you, I will have started. I'm not
Thank
saying I'll
you.
have finished it because it's a lot of TV viewing, and I have a
It's
daughter.
worth every minute.
I've got an 11-year-old that plays a lot of volleyball, and I've got a baseball season starts this week. So my son's a baseball player, so I will be at a lot of games, doing a lot of carpooling, and then of course we have this little thing called the restaurant.
Yeah, just that small thing.
Yeah,
Are we still doing that?
we are.
think so.
We are. This program was brought to you by Smokey John's Barbecue Sauce and Barbecue Rub.
It's for your meat.
There you go.
I love that.
This stuff is amazing.
I need
It
to get
is.
some of that.
No
I
worries.
have a feeling
go.
you will.
There we
You're
go.
definitely
Actually,
gonna
there should
have
be some
some.
sauce
swag
in the bag.
bag.
Actually.
Okay, yeah,
We got something for you
We
before you
have
go.
a strong swag bag for
I
you.
am so disappointed. Like, I'm not over this.
I'm sorry.
She's still
I
saying.
haven't
get
heard
it.
anything past. I've never seen an episode of The Wire.
Oh
Like,
my-
What are you doing with your life? God.
Here's the thing too. I'm like, when as a parent, you'll know this someday. you have to be judicious with your viewing time.
That's true.
And when you have a really busy life of work and kid stuff,
Yeah.
I like more upbeat things.
Okay, that makes sense because it can get heavy.
Yeah. And so I have to be prepared to watch something heavy.
Yeah, that's
And
fair.
it's not that I don't like. I love dramas and I love good TV. It's just at the time it was going, I just wasn't. I didn't catch the vibe. And then there was a period where we didn't even have HBO, and then now it's like it comes easy with like your phone or something.
Right, right.
So we
right.
have it, and we've watched a couple things. But it's funny. I know all about it. I know all the actors in it. I'm very familiar. I have family that live in Baltimore.
Yeah.
So they're like hardcore Ravens fans,
Yep.
Gosh.
hardcore Wire fans. I just have never made the time.
It is the best.
But when I found out you were the resident expert,
Oh, absolutely.
I wanted to hear from you if it holds up. And if
my
you say
God.
it holds up, I'm in.
It holds up. I promise you.
I'm in.
Absolutely.
She might be the president
Of the Wire fan club.
I think Nicole's picture.
So
Yeah, I think you're
that
right.
should be your, that should
You're
be
probably
your
right.
podcast.
It should be that.
You should do the Wire like they do. They've done them for the Sopranos.
They
They've done
have,
them for
yeah.
other shows.
Hey, don't get me
You should-
cooking over here.
Oh,
You
see,
should-
okay, maybe a project's in there.
Yeah,
Okay, I
you-
see
you
it.
should
I
do
feel
a
this.
series on the
we got it.
Wire.
Yes, because you know what? When Clubhouse first came out
Right.
in the pandemic,
Right.
there was like a room about the Wire, and like that's
Yeah.
all I would go.
Are you
Yeah.
serious?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
Yes.
my God.
You guys, the stories are just they're gold. The
He's
writing,
watched it. He's
you know, the
I
writing,
have.
the writing is incredible.
Top
Right.
tier.
Yes.
So I tried to go back and watch it. So I watched it originally when it was originally on, right? So, And it was the most fire thing on television at the time. Now, I've tried to go back and watch from the beginning, and it's really slow.
I think that's because you have to put yourself back into the mindset of where it started. Like,
absolutely,
we are in a
completely
different technological world. So you're looking like, yo, they're on flip phones.
Like they're still on corded phones.
Yeah, exactly.
That doesn't bother me because I watch black and white movies. Yeah, none of that stuff makes sense to us.
You just have to put yourself like, okay, this was it is a piece of its time,
right?
But it also is timeless in the way that the stories and the way the city is depicted. Like, I hate to tell you, it's still that way. Oh, wow. And people living in Baltimore that will tell you, like, it's still like this. It's still like this.
Oh, wow.
But that doesn't take away from the art, and it doesn't take away from the amazing people that live in Baltimore.
Yeah, I don't get timeless. Like, for me, it's if it's well written and the directing's good, the fact of the circumstances of technology and all, that doesn't distract me.
Okay.
I mean, I was watching a Cary Grant movie a couple weeks ago with my daughter. It's just like, it's still good. The writing was good. The acting's good. They have total different technology.
Focus on the characters.
Yeah.
Focus on the characters and the context, and you will be entertained, and you will love it. Right. You will love it.
I'm in.
She's not steering you wrong.
I would never steer you wrong.
I'll text you
not
or message you or something, let you know when I'm getting in.
Yes,
I may have some questions.
I got you.
We should all come back here after you.
Yes, we should have a recap session.
Okay,
Let's do it.
Yes,
we'll put that down.
We'll put that down
absolutely.
For sure.
Okay, y'all. We're getting close, but we got to do the 7 shots of smoke.
7 shots of smoke.
We got to do 7.
It's quick. So it's quick answers.
Right.
So I'm gonna.
I've always wanted to do this.
Oh yeah.
So I hope these questions work for you.
Okay, we'll see.
Some of them were tailor made for you. So,
okay.
So we'll start off with it could be an interesting one. So I'm just gonna name 2 things, and you're gonna tell me what yours is.
Okay.
If you want to explain, that's you're happy to do it, but just give me your first response.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
Brisket sandwich or cheesesteak?
Oh.
Did you see that? I hesitated. Oh my God.
See, it's real. Like when you see those podcasts, it's real, isn't it?
I didn't realize that was the first.
I come hard
coming out the gate. He don't play no games.
Whoa, you didn't even give me like a warning.
There's no warm ups here.
No. Ooh.
I gotta be loyal. Cheesesteak.
Hey.
Nice.
I enjoy.
That's a hard one.
But I love brisket. Like,
do you really?
I will eat brisket I'll eat brisket on a salad. Like, I love brisket.
That's the way to do it.
I apologize to her.
So good.
When we get finished. All right, let me hit the next one, then we're going to come back to the brisket.
I'm sorry. I'm distracting from the agenda.
What are you talking about?
Shoes. This is shoes.
Ooh, okay.
Jimmy Choos or Air Jordans?
Ooh.
He don't play no games. Nicole, he don't play no games. Any Air Jordan.
This is really hard.
Any
Air Jordans.
Oh. I wasn't sure on that one.
I always tell people, like, I'm the best mix of it all.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to give you.
That's why you got
I'm
that
going to give you sports chic, or I'm going to give you Met Gala. It just depends on what the mood is.
That's why you got that question.
Yeah.
We do our homework.
I know. I feel it. I really appreciate this.
All right, this is the easy one.
Okay.
Wine or cocktail?
Ooh. Wine.
Okay.
Same.
Okay.
Movies, action or drama?
Action. Ooh. Shoot it up. I want everything blowing up. Yes.
What?
Yes.
Yes. Did you? Oh my God.
I want it to. Yes. Where are my shooters? Yes.
What?
Yes. Yes.
Right.
Dr. Dane.
I was a mob wife in another life. 100%.
She did say Sopranos. I mean, I don't even know why.
She didn't hesitate.
I was Michelle Pfeiffer for sure.
Oh.
Yeah. 100%. I was,
I don't even. Look.
Let me not incriminate my former self.
No, you're doing a great job.
I was.
No, you're doing a great job. No. No one knows where the body's
You're
going.
gonna get one of those quantum realm things.
Right.
Exactly.
Like, whoa. Wait a minute. There she was. All right. Better place to live, Atlanta or Baltimore?
That's. Oh.
You're going to get me like, I'm going to get texts after this.
Wow.
Atlanta.
Oh. Ouch.
I'm not going to lie to you.
All right.
Atlanta.
It's because my family and friends. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
But my heart is, I got half of my heart's in Baltimore, I swear.
Right. Absolutely. Food, too, in Atlanta.
Food in Atlanta is wild. And, like, I'm from, like, I grew up around, like, old Atlanta. Like, I don't know this new bougie Atlanta where there's, like, a Hermes on every corner.
Right.
We would go down to JR Crickets and get the wings. We'd go off Campbellton and get the ribs. Like, I don't know what y'all are talking about.
She's straight up.
She's
ATL.
Yeah.
Like, for real.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You got two more.
Okay.
These last two are probably easy. Beyonce or Adele?
This is gonna shock you.
It won't.
Adele.
Oh, wow.
I didn't.
Yeah.
If I
respect
should have
Beyonce.
written down my guesses.
You
Right.
should have. That would have been fun.
We'll do that next time.
That would have been fun.
Because I had guesses on all these.
So
I
my
love-
wife is a big Adele fan.
Yeah.
So if she's ever near Texas,
Oh my God, I'm going.
we're
Like
there.
I was looking up tickets the other day to Vegas to see Adele, and I was outside of my mind because the tickets were like $4,000. But I
Yeah.
texted my friend. I'm like, "How much would you spend on Adele tickets?" She was like, "Yeah, no."
No.
I was like, "I can't go by myself."
I don't think we're gonna make it.
No, we ain't gonna make it.
You need to cover a story out there.
Yeah, we need. Oh, I
Yes.
like the way you think.
It's
I
always.
volunteer as tribute.
Paid for trip.
All right, preferred vacation, mountains or beach?
Beach.
Oh,
I need the water.
No
Yeah.
hesitation.
The
on that
water
one.
is like my serenity. Yes,
Same way.
absolutely.
I'm the
Yeah.
same way.
Serenity now.
I'm the same
Yeah.
way. All right, Nicole, I just want to say this has been more than a pleasure.
It's been a blast. Thank you so much. I know you're busy. We know you're busy.
Right.
We appreciate you making time for these clowns here.
I will always make time for you guys. This was so much fun.
But-
This was like a goal/dream of mine to like be on a podcast or like have a podcast. So
Yeah.
like 100%.
So-
This was amazing.
Oh,
When
my God.
when we'll let us know when you upgrade and you're on some big
I
time
know.
podcast.
I need
to,
we'll,
like-
we'll listen.
I need
Right.
to start one. You guys help me think of a name.
There you go.
Oh,
hey,
we're good at
hey,
that.
listen.
Okay.
Okay, this is what we'll do.
Yes.
We'll do, if you want to do another, we'll watch The Wire.
Yep.
Okay.
And once we go through The Wire,
We'll do a little recap.
and then we'll do a recap, and we'll have names of the
We'll have
podcast
suggestions for you.
Thank you.
That will
I
be
like that. That's a good idea.
And this time we'll have a new round of 7 shots.
Yes.
And I'll pick what I think the answers
Yes.
are. And then we'll see what comes out with that.
Yes.
Before,
All right.
Those
all right, so
were
we're
good questions, though.
Thank you. Thank you. So we're gonna get out here. We're gonna wrap it up. But I read that you like brisket and ribs and baked beans.
Shut up. Did you bring me? Shut. Oh my God. No, you don't understand. Like, this is like, okay, so everyone has like their death row meal, right?
Right.
Mine would be
Uh-huh.
brisket,
Yes.
baked beans,
What?
macaroni and cheese, only from my mama.
Well, you got ours too.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
It's in this.
Cry. You guys, I love barbecue so much. Like, this is my favorite. Like, barbecue's my favorite.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Well,
And it would be a steak from Del Frisco's, probably.
okay.
Oh,
All
that's
And the
nice.
butter cake.
Oh, we
You
have
guys
a
had the
butter
butter
cake
cake?
too.
I didn't bring the butter
You
cake.
didn't? No, don't
Oh.
bring the butter cake. We're trying to get ready for summer.
Okay, yes,
All right.
ma'am. We apologize. No,
Well, we
no
didn't bring the butter cake.
Okay, well,
We
good.
We
We're
did
good.
bring ribs,
You guys
brisket.
are so sweet.
You got ribs, brisket, baked beans, and mac and cheese.
Oh my God.
Oh,
And some
man.
cornbread.
Wait. Oh, gotta have the
Gotta have
cornbread.
cornbread. Gotta have
All
cornbread.
right.
I appreciate y'all.
This
Thank
is
y'all.
awesome.
Thank you so much, Nicole.
All right.
Listen, y'all, this has been another pretty funny podcast.
With an extra dose of pretty.
Oh, I love it.
It's just
I'm just saying.
an exponential amount of pretty.
There you go.
Thank y'all for hanging out with us. Juan, what will you always say?
Well, it's very important that you remember that you don't stop till you get enough.
However,
Should you find that you've had enough, we recommend that you shut it down.
back up off of it.
Cut it out.
Let it breathe.
Don't do it no more.
All right, y'all. Peace out.
Say goodnight to mama.
Good night, mama.
This program was brought to you by Smokey John's Barbecue Sauce and Barbecue Rub.
It's for your meat.